Hey, what's going on? It's Tony the Whipping Boy, and this is my first ever Ravs with Tony the Whipping Boy. My first guest today is Judah and the Lion.
What's up?
How you guys doing, man?
What's up?
So basically, we're here at Three Kings Public House, and toasted raviolis is a St. Louis tradition. It was born here in St. Louis, and a lot of people don't know about it. So it's kind of like one of our little hidden secrets. So we like to introduce you guys to toasted raviolis, so we brought those here.
Are these the same?
These are beef, and those are chicken.
Perfect.
Wow.
They both look equally good.
You know our way. You know the way to our hearts.
Well,
Let me just say that.
You're men. It's food, obviously. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Judah.
I'm Brian.
I'm Nick.
James. You owe me a ravioli.
I'm Brian.
So you guys are playing tonight at the Delmar Hall. It's a sold-out show. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You guys were here for Lou Fest last year. How much has changed since Lou Fest and today, March 24th?
Well, as far as sound goes, we actually sound very similar, but we've made a lot of, I don't know, what do you say, progression, I guess, as far as growth for the band, and we've been on a lot of tours since then, or I guess one big tour that we did with 21 Pilots, and then announced another big tour that we're going on this summer with Incubus and Jimmy World, and then kind of had 4 more songs attached to the already record that we had out, and yeah.
All right. Well, so one of the things that I listened to the whole album, and one of the things that sticks out to me is nothing I've ever heard before is on this album. And I really think that's really cool, and it kind of makes me think that you guys have a lot of different musical influences. So and I did a little research, so I know you guys are were raised on country music and hip hop and rock. What was your first country music album, hip hop album, and rock album?
We should answer individually, I guess.
Or just throw them out there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I wasn't as much into country as much as bluegrass. Once I moved to Nashville, I got into more country. But I'll say Nickel Creek was kind of my first country folk bluegrass group for me. And then
My brother had the Blink-182 album, Enema of the State. Is that the one with the nurse?
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that was, yeah. So my brother had that album, and that was I was pretty young when that came out, but that was my first rock album.
I used to jam out, I don't know if this is my first, but this is what came to mind. I used to jam out in my car to the Linkin Park Jay-Z album.
Nice. Collision Course.
Yeah.
That was great. The first one I can recollect and actually what really hit me was 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's very cool. See, now that kind of puts an age gap between it, because man, I remember when that album came out and how that was so different for the time. Hip hop it kind of got stale to me, and then 50 Cent came along, and then it was something you'd never heard before. It was 50 Cent and Eminem and Exhibit at the time, which was awesome time for hip hop. Now, you guys, so you all met at Belmont University, correct? So.
Yes.
A lot of, tell us about some of the esteemed alumni that's from Belmont University.
We got Brad Paisley.
Heard
A lot of country people.
We got Florida Georgia Line.
Josh Turner. More recent, up and coming bands. Coin, Moon Taxi, Laney. Who was the? I was thinking of more. Delta Saints. They're kind of smaller, but
You're forgetting one major one. Miss Minnie Pearl.
yeah, Miss Minnie Pearl.
Trisha Yearwood.
And of course,
Judah, yeah, right? Got to represent the pride.
Come on.
So you guys have been together collectively, the 4 of you, as a band for how long now?
we met in pretty much late 2011, December 2011. All of us were still kind of in school at the time, still kind of trying to figure it out. We started playing music together the day that we met, though. So as far as starting the band and started playing music together, it's been about 5.5, 6 years now. My math might be off, but we really started try to start full-time touring about 3 years ago.
Now, tell me a little bit about Take It All Back, because that's not a new song for you guys, correct?
Right. That's right.
So what took so long? Is it just now is the right time, or it just didn't feel right at the time? Tell me a little bit about why now.
Well, it's actually, I mean, we always talk about this. It's such a funny process with that song. We wrote that song when we were touring off of our first record. So we were just about to go on the road. We just, I think, finished up the Dave Letterman thing, and then we were going on the road. Is that right?
No, before that.
It was like 6 months before that.
Anyways, we were going on this tour, this first headline tour that we'd ever done, and we were just jamming in this like little shed that we would go and like rehearse at. And we were playing one of our older songs, and Nate started vamping on this like banjo riff that really kind of struck me. And he was doing it for another song that we were rehearsing at the time, and I was like, man, let's just like, we were so like sick of rehearsing these songs and kind of like going through all the chords and stuff. I was like, can we just like play something different, just to have like a little bit of fun? And literally the next like 3 minutes, we had that song written. From that moment on. So we actually played that song on that tour as well. So that song has been around. We've been playing that song live for a year and a half before it came out. And then when it came out, it's like 7 months later was when the whole radio kind of thing happened. So it's just kind of like, it's been this process of rebirth of Take It All Back, which is kind of cool.
That's very cool. There's also, if you, I noticed on iTunes that there's a symphony version. It's beautiful. It's completely different than, again, like I said, everything you guys do, it sounds completely different from the next. And the symphony version of that song is, it's almost, I want to say like haunting, if you will. So, getting back to, you mentioned you guys had done Letterman. I know that you guys also done Conan and James Corden. Who's got the best caterer?
I would say Conan had more options. Gordon had more drink options.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I would say
Conan had a better, like, what was it? Was it PlayStation? He had a big old flat screen, like a rad, video game.
Yeah.
It's that cable TV money.
Gordon had a really good salad, though. And he had a really good salad.
That's good.
And he had a rooftop basketball court
Dope.
overlooking Hollywood Hills. It was pretty picturesque.
So now I gotta ask you guys personal questions now. So you guys have been together since 2011, like you said. So you guys are in the bus. One of you four guys are playing music. Who has the worst taste in music?
The answer is probably me.
Nate doesn't. I think Juice does before. Nate doesn't have the worst taste in music. Nate has great taste in music. He just has the most polarized taste in music. It's the most like.
I would say it's very widespread.
It's very widespread, and so you never know what you're gonna get.
All right. Who's the dirtiest one? The most filthiest one. They just don't shower for days.
I'd probably be.
It'd probably be Mickey. He's one of our road managers, and I think that'd probably be him.
Who's the cleanest? Like the most anal?
That's a cool manager.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you guys, congratulations.
Sorry, I didn't tell you much about that.
We're kind of somewhere.
Congratulations on all your success. I really appreciate you guys taking part in the inaugural T-Ravs with Tony the Whipping Boy. You guys have won something. You've actually got bonus questions. So I want you to pick a number 1, 2, or 3.
3.
3?
3, my lord.
3?
3.
That's just what I'm going to do first. You're going to have to answer all 3. So would you rather eat everything once or have the same thing every day?
Everything once. Or sushi all the time. If there's sushi
See? But if you have everything once, you have sushi, you can never have it again.
So can it be sushi?
Yeah, anything you want.
Sushi all the time.
No, he said
Everything at once.
No, I know, but if the one thing that I can eat over and over is sushi, then sushi.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you saying that you can have everything only once, right?
Yeah, so like,
So-
you have steak, you can never have steak
Yeah.
again.
So
You
he's
have ice
saying,
cream, never have ice cream
Well, you
again.
can have one thing, and that's all you can have. He's saying. Oh, you want to have one thing. Oh, got it.
I would do everything once.
Okay? What about you? Same?
I would. It's kind of a hard choice between ice cream all the time and everything else.
And dying.
Or you could be having toasted raviolis every day for the rest of your life.
That's true.
That's not bad.
That's true. I'll go everything else.
All right. So let's go with the next bonus question. What's the greatest movie of all time?
Cool Runnings.
City Godfather.
Father?
Oh, kind of Monte Cristo.
Man Before Time, Jim.
I'm sorry, you're actually wrong. The greatest movie of all time is Animal House. Animal House.
That was my second choice.
And finally, this is a tough one. When's the last time you cried?
Yesterday.
After this interview?
I think I teared up this morning when I had to wake up at 6 a.m. Because I was like, I think I just went to bed like a couple minutes ago.
When's the last time you cried?
I was probably really tired a couple days ago. I think I listened to some really sappy, like Rascal Flatts song or something. I started tearing up. It was weird.
I think I started tearing up yesterday telling the story during our meet and greet. It was about this like band that one of our songs had like really touched him, him and his brother. Yeah.
Cry a lot.
There's nothing wrong with it.
If you asked us this question yesterday, probably would have been a little further back, but mine was last night, actually. We had a little kid, he's 5 years old, that came in. He gets part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I don't know what illness he had, but terminally ill. And he came to our show as his wish. We got to meet him and hang out, and that was really sweet. But
That's incredible.
that's the first time anything like that has really happened. I don't know. I didn't know what to think. It was such an honor.
All right, that's great. And I'm gonna be fair with you guys. Have you seen the movie Moana?
Not yet.
Oh boy,
Planning on it.
the waterworks came. The waterworks came for this. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
She when she finds her way and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Good for you. That's awesome.
There's no spoilers. It's a Disney movie. You know it's
Good for you, dude.
All right. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by for again the first ever Tony the Whipping T-Ravs with Tony the Whipping Boy. I want to thank definitely Three Kings Pub House for letting us do this, and congratulations on all your success. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks so much. Congrats on the inaugural thing. Peace out.